Titties! Okay. Hello, Champagne Dreamers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Miss J. And today, we're going to talk a little bit about Soothe shopping. I love that phrase. I don't remember exactly where I heard it first. I think I heard it on maybe Emily Hanhan's channel, maybe a live that Emily Hanhan and Audra at Home were having. I don't remember exactly, but that idea of Soothe shopping, I love that because I absolutely... Trust me, there are two things I do with emotions. I eat them and I shop them. That's why I am a big girl. I'm a thick milkshake with a whole lot of makeup. So I'm going to talk about 5 new products that I am super excited to play with that are part of my Soothe shopping, part of my capitalist self-care, if you will. And so I am going to go ahead and go through those and talk about what I purchased, why I'm excited to play with them, and if you're interested in that, stick around because we're going to get into it right now. Alright, the first product that I have, these are the Nabla Skin Blazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder. Did you notice that I was not looking at the camera? Because that is the longest goddamn name in the world. And so I had to look at the back, but I have 4 shades. I picked up 1 or 2 of them during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty when they were half off. They were half off, but like all but 2 of the shades were sold out. Thanks very much. So I went back and purchased the others later, but I do have 4 shades. I have played around a little bit with the darkest shade. This is the shade Adults Only. It's a deep kind of brick red. I think it's similar to the Fenty Beauty Ruby Riches. So if you have this and you were thinking about getting Ruby Riches, or if you have Ruby Riches and you were thinking about getting this, I think they're basically the same. I don't think you need both. I have both because I'm a monster, but if you don't want to pay for both, you don't have to. So I have played with this one a little bit. I don't think I've played with any of the others except for swatching and playing around a little bit. I might have used one in one of my Face Friday posts. I'll look back. If I did, I'll include it in the description box so that you can go and find that. But I am super excited to play with these. I have been on a blush kick, highlighter kick, glowy blush, blush lighter, all that kind of shit. I'm all about it. And so I am super excited to play with these more. So these I have played with a little bit. I've just dipped my little toes in, but I'm ready to really dive in and just see what I can do with these powders. The next product, which is another one, okay, so the last ones I get, I've played with them a little bit, so it's not new. This is also not new, and this is going to make some people roll their eyes at me, but just go with me. And that is the Morphe 10G Glisten Up palette. I get it. Some people think that it's just a cheap cash grab to throw a rainbow on some shit and sell it during Pride. I get it. I understand. Now, here's my feelings on it. And I've written a blog post on this on my website, janessaj.com, but I wanted to kind of talk about it in this video, is that I remember the days where a company would not put a rainbow on anything. Period. End of story. They weren't going to get into all that gay shit. So I appreciate that companies are willing to, be more open with their representation. And I'm glad that they're trying to be a little bit more respectful in terms of not just slapping rainbows on shit, except NYX. Anybody notice that bullshit? That same fucking rainbow palette that they've had for 100 years, they slap a pride border on it and are trying to sell it for like $18. Fuck off, NYX. That's some bullshit. But this is a new product, and they are making a donation, a minimum of, I think, $25,000 or $50,000 to Glisten, which I think is wonderful. So I don't follow Manny MUA, but he did like a Morphe Instagram Stories takeover when this came out, where they reposted his video or something, where he was opening this collection, and he was talking about what a great organization Glisten was, but I don't know if you noticed, he didn't know how to say Glisten. He kept calling them Glesson, and I was like, girl! He's like, Glesson. Glesson is such a great organization. Like, yes, Morphe. Donating to Glesson. And I was like, if you say Glesson one more time, I am going to reach through this screen. I'm going to slap the dumb off your face. Like, I cannot take it. Copper Eye Joe, sit down. Sit the fuck down. Learn how to say the organization before you try to promote it, bitch. But I love this. And here's the thing. I get people feel a little gross about like charitable capitalism or whatever. And yes, if you're trying to choose between buying this palette or just writing a check for $18 or whatever this was to Glisten, write a goddamn check. Write a check. Absolutely. They are not going to get near as much from the sale of this product as they're going to be if you just wrote them a check for that amount. But here's the rub. This is where I think charitable capitalism, consumerism, whatever you want to call it, can be useful. I already buy too much makeup. I already buy so many rainbow palettes. Part of that, yes, could I rein in some of my own consumerism? Maybe. But if I'm going to buy shit anyway, if I choose between a palette that doesn't have any sort of charitable component to it, or this palette, which will give some money to Glisten, why wouldn't I buy this palette? Because it's not like I've stopped buying from indie brands or black-owned makeup brands so that I could purchase this. I bought that right along with it. Don't worry. Like, everybody's getting my money. I'm a whore with my money. So I'm like, if you're going to buy it anyway, it's kind of like the argument about the Yoplait yogurts with the caps or whatever. There was this documentary that I watched where there was this really angry lesbian who was just like, you might as well just write a goddamn check. And it's like, well, yeah, duh. I mean, if you're choosing between, oh, I was going to write a check to this charity, but instead I'll just buy this $1 yogurt and they'll give 10 cents or whatever, yeah, then you're an idiot. That's not how charitable consumerism works. If you're a terrible person at that point. If you were going to write a check for $100 to a place, and instead you bought a yogurt that gives 10 cents, yes, you're a terrible person. That's shitty. That's not how the world works. But if you're going to eat yogurt anyway, why not eat the yogurt that also gives 10 cents to breast cancer? You haven't changed anything about your life. You're still shoving that yogurt in your face, shitting regularly like Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, whatever. Your life has not changed at all. Why not buy the yogurt that gives 10 cents to breast cancer research? Why not? So I'm already buying a ton of makeup. Why not also buy the makeup that gives to Glisten? Because I believe in what they do. They're a good organization. They're not sketchy like the HRC. I know a lot of people are kind of back and forth with the HRC. Sometimes they're transphobic. They're not very nice to bisexuals. Glisten is generally pretty nice to everybody. All the queers, all the trans people. And so they do good work. I'm going to support them. That's why I'm excited to play with this. I even bought this even though there's a bunch of pressed glitters in here. I always complain about pressed glitters, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to use these pressed glitters. Because everybody's putting them in their palettes anyway. So if I'm going to get a palette with pressed glitters, why not get one that also gives money to charity? So that's how I feel about that. So even though it's not technically new or something I'm learning, I'm just excited to play with this because it's rainbow and it's Pride. So happy fucking Pride. Let me live. The next product that I'm super excited to play with that's part of my Soothe spending is the Summer on Earth palette from Alien Cosmetics. This is my first time purchasing from this brand, and this is one that I really fell in love with watching Nerdy Girl Makeup. Does anybody remember Nerdy Girl Makeup? I loved her. I loved her channel so much. Why do all of my favorites have to get burnt out and decide to stop doing YouTube videos? I love Makeup Struggles and I love Nerdy Girl Makeup. And they both... Makeup Struggles was just like, I'm done, goodbye, and like deleted everything off her channel. Nerdy Girl was just like, maybe if something really inspired me, I would do a video. And then she's like, peace, and has not come back. She absolutely killed this palette. And I'm glad that her look is still available on YouTube. I'm glad that her video is still up because she did a really gorgeous look. She had these like, I mean, it was disgusting. They were like the perfect eyes for like halo eyes because she had these, I want to say bulging, but not bulging in a creepy like Quasimodo sort of way. But her eyes just like were big, like Betty Davis eyes. Like they really were kind of big, bulgy eyes. It just sounds awful when I say it, but I promise you it's better than that. They were perfect for halo eyes. Her halo eyes were stunning. Perfection. And she did a beautiful look with this palette, so maybe I'll do that for a Don't Drink and Drag video. I'll try to recreate that on my busted face. So I am super excited to play with this. I love greens, yellows, blues. This whole color story just spoke to me. Yes, it's more fucking pressed glitters, but I am super excited. This just came in recently, and I'm so excited to play with this and try to get a fun look out of it. The next product that I'm super excited to play with is I am not usually a fan of loose shadows, loose pigments, loose colors, loose colorations, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Everybody's got different names for it. It's loose eyeshadow. I don't like it. It's messy. I am always a hot mess with it. I get it everywhere. But then I saw these beautiful neon pigments from Makeup a Murder. These rainbow, clearly I'm just in a pride rainbow gorgeousness kind of mood, because these, I am so excited to play with these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know what kind of look I'm going to do. I'll probably do like rainbow eyes in a neon. I just am so excited to play with these. These little containers are messy as fuck, but they are gorgeous. They have this little rubbery, little blood drops. Like, how cute is that? Adorable. But look at the green smoke. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but there was just, and then more. Little wisps of neon pigment everywhere. They're messy as fuck. But you get a ton of product. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm so excited. Clearly, I'm a fan of neon. So I'm excited to play around with these. And actually, I have an upcoming photo shoot where I'm going to be doing a couple of neon looks. I'm very excited to play around. This wig may make an appearance. She's a hot mess, but we're going to clean her up. We're going to get her all cleaned up and ready to go for the day. So I'm excited. Speaking of neon and things that I'm super excited to try, a new trend. I mean, I know that they're not new. The products themselves, the type of product is not new. But a big new trend is cake liners. I am so excited to play around with these cake liners. These are the ones from Norvina. This is the stack that has purple and white and orange. Obviously, you can see it. I'm like holding it up, like let me narrate your entire life for you. But I have that one, and then I have the... I hate this packaging. Everybody, they just saw pictures of this, and they're like, oh my god. She copied Melt. She copied Melt. First of all, we're not in 6th grade. Can we stop saying that people copied? They're buying packaging from grown-ass adult manufacturers. If I have to hear copied like we're in fucking middle school one more time, I'm going to scream. Clearly, I need to do some more Soothe shopping because I'm getting upset. But, if anything, this is the packaging that Tarte had on their last Christmas collection. Like, this is not the Melt packaging at all. These are all attached. They're stuck together. So this is the yellow, orange, and green cake liner set. But I don't just have the Norvina ones. I decided to spread the love around. I did also pick up a couple of the Soothe Beauty. This is the shade Freezy, and this is Tracksuit. Because then I was like, I can do a little neon rainbow. Because I've got, you know, pink, orange, yellow, green, and purple. So I needed a couple blues. I might also order a couple of the Soothe Beauty metallic cake liners to see how they work, so I can add a little bit more variety to my cake liner options. And then, of course, I did finally get my hands on the Glam Vice Neon Retro Liner. These are the pastel neons. Oh, look at that. I did pick up all 7. I'm a little bit bitter about these because, so as far as I can tell, if you buy the set, it doesn't come in any special packaging. You just get all 7 of the liners like I have here. Now, I went to the website and they had, when they first came in, they sold out, and then they restocked them and they sold out, and then they had them for pre-order. The pre-order sold out before the pre-order even shipped. And so I went back recently and they had them again. And I was like, I just need to get them. And they had all 7 colors. But the bundle deal where you saved a little bit of money was listed as sold out. And I was like, girl, there is no special bundle packaging. If I'm wrong, if you ordered the bundle and you got a bundle package where they were packaged together, where there's a legitimate reason why they would be separate from the standalone shades, let me know. Because I could be talking out of my ass. I don't know. But as far as I know, if you order the bundle, you just get the 7 shades thrown in a box. I ordered these separately and had to pay the full price and got 7 shades thrown in a box. So I was annoyed. But super excited about that. So I do have these finally. I was like, it's worth it to me. You only save, I don't know, $5, $7, whatever it was for the bundle. I was like, I'm just going to order them because they're in stock and I don't want to have to keep playing this game or I have to keep trying to chase them down. So I am super excited to play around with these and try some more. I don't know that I'm going to be any good at them. I am shit at eyeliner. I'm terrible. I don't know why I think this is a good idea, but I'm super excited. All of the things that I've been seeing, Emily Hanhan has been doing like rainbow freckles all over her face, which I think is really interesting and fun. People have been doing like winged liner. People have been doing these like fun, oh my god, I saw somebody who did like, they painted a rainbow, like a pastel rainbow kind of arched eyeliner and then down and just left this sort of a nude shadow and then did little like droplets to make it look like paint splatters. It was amazing. So there's lots of things that I want to try out and experiment with, but I'm excited to play with cake liners. I think they're going to be fun. The last item on my Soothe shopping list that I'm super excited to play with, this is a palette. And I had seen this before and I was like, I don't know, it's cute, it's a rainbow palette, it's got a lot of colors, I don't know how I feel, but I have been watching YouTuber Make Me Up Missa for a while, and she has done a ton of videos with this palette, and I've been wanting to place an order with Beauty Bay for a while. Beauty Bay is a UK-based retailer. They have some products that are in their own brand, and they also carry other brands, and so I decided to order the Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette. This is a fabulous double-sided palette. I hate the mirror in the middle. It's the same kind of situation that they had, if you remember the Urban Decay Back Talk palette. There's like a magnetized mirror in the middle that pulls out. But look at this palette. Ah, this is so me. This is such just like a fun collection of rainbow shadows. On this side, you have all the fun, bright, warm tone, neon, bright pinks and reds and yellows and all that kind of stuff. And then on this side, we have all of the fun greens and blues and purples. This color I'm living for, this color I'm living for. And I've just seen people make really beautiful looks with this palette. And so because Make Me Up Missa basically sold me on this palette single-handedly, and because I've seen such beautiful looks with it, and it's a rainbow palette, it's totally up my alley, and I wanted to order from Beauty Bay anyway. All of those things, by your powers combined, Captain Planet, I decided to place an order, and I picked up this palette. So I'm super excited to play with the Me, Myself, and Mitchell. I don't know how many mamas you're supposed to say, but we'll just guess. Eventually, I run them all into themselves anyway. So this is a fun palette. I am super excited to play with this. If you are trying to learn how to do a cut crease, you should follow Make Me Up Missa. Her cut creases with bold, bright, colorful shadows are to die. They are so good. And she does a lot of them with this palette. So we're definitely going to try some Make Me Up Missa looks with this, and I'm super excited. So that is my collection of Soothe shopping products. What have you been Soothe shopping? Have you been giving in? Have you been giving into the urge? I know that with Mean Miss Rona around, economics are up and down and all around and side to side. And sometimes we have to save money. And if you can't shop, don't feel pressured to do it. Don't feel like you have to. I just have been in a place where I've been working virtually already for the last like 2 years. My job went virtual 2 years ago. So with Miss Rona, I actually didn't have any interruption to my work life at all. Thank you. I feel very blessed about that. And I haven't really had any of those kind of economic impacts that other people have had. And so I have been lucky enough to be able to keep shopping the way that I was before, and maybe even a little bit more. Since I'm not going out as much or going to movies or going to see plays or any of the things that I normally try to pack into my life, I've had a little bit of extra disposable income, so I've actually probably done a little bit more shopping than I normally do. So these are just some products that I'm super excited to play with. You will definitely see them popping up in future videos, and you'll see them popping up in Face Friday posts where I do a full step-by-step walkthrough of the look that I'm wearing for the day. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up on your way out. It really does help. I appreciate it, and it's free. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget about that bell icon so you can get notifications of future uploads. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between videos, all of my social media will be linked down below in the description box. And as always, don't forget about all the other great makeup and lifestyle content on my website, The World of Champagne, at janessaj.com. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. And until I see you again, bye. I love that phrase. I don't remember exactly where I heard it first. I think I heard it on maybe Emily Hanhan's channel, or maybe a live that Emily Han. Okay, I'll let you
say her name. Anyways.
Go through those and talk about what I purchased and why I'm excited. And that is the Morphe 10G Glisten Up palette. I don't know if anybody else saw. So I don't follow. Sit down. Sit the fuck down, bitch. So why not buy the one that gives $10,000? That gives 10 cents. Not the same number at all. I would also like a Coke, please.
A Coke, please.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording. I pressed you. Okay, we're good. And then you're like, okay, but I would like a Coke, so I didn't stop it.
Oh, okay.
So.
I thought I caught you before you.
Nah, that's too fast for you.
Too fast.
So at least you don't need to wait for it to stop it.
You're so speedy.
So fast. People are
So
like, that energy.
speedy.
She's a fast one.
Titties! Okay. I was annoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. And for now, what?
It's happening.
I got confused. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. And until I see you again, bye. I gotta do that again. That was dumb.
I'm sorry.
There's something weird what I did with my fingers that I was like, no.
Yeah, you good on that?
I'm good.